Hi guys, and we're live. How are we all? Is everyone well? Who have we got here? Jake's here. Have you brought your Kirby today, Jake? I'm just loading the chat up on my computer screen so I can see what's going on while we are all chatting this evening. So I wanted to see what you guys have been up to. Hey, sorry, bear with, I just messing around with the computer quickly, and this gives time for more people to join anyway. Hi Jayla, you cleaned your room today. Exciting times. Did it feel good once you'd finished it? Sarah, on my second glass of wine now. Oh, I miss wine. I don't drink wine anymore. Hillary, hey. We can only see your eyes. Can you? Loved your video. What do you mean? Like, Robin? Hang on, bear with. Is this better? It's because I'm so short, I think. I'm sitting on like the little chair. I've got this really small chair. I've been cleaning all day. Oh, who have you got coming on Sunday? Can you see me now? I'm just trying to get into my let me just move you guys over. Okay. We've got it going. Right. I can see the comments now. So let's address Jola's been cleaning today. She's done the kitchen. She's knackered now. We've got Elmay. Loved your video. Thanks, Poppet. So hang on. Can you see me now or no? Or is this someone else needs to go full screen? Okay. Becky, been cleaning all day. Got people coming on Sunday. Oh, okay. So yeah, who have you got coming on Sunday, Becky? Tell all. Let us know. This is just water. Really boring. I mean, the worst beverage beverage ever, but it's all I drink at the moment. Okay, let's go down. Angela, hey! Hillary's washed her sheets and her pillows. She's tempted to go to bed early. Oh my God, how nice is it when you've just cleaned your bedding and then you can like snuggle down into a nice scented sheet. It's just the best. Jake's got his Kirby out. Of course you have, Jake. We're all pleased to know this. Our last chat, honestly, I was laughing so much at the Kirby talk. Like, it just went on forever and ever and ever. It was super funny. So that was nice to know that you've got the Kirby out and you've been shampooing. Charlene, hey Charlene. Thanks, I'm so glad you like the channel. It feels like it's taken so long for it to like grow, and now here we are. Here we are, guys. Here we are, team. Yasmin, hey, how are you? Are you in isolation, bored, stiff like the rest of us? So freaking bored. Like, there's just nothing to do. I'm gonna start like Mary Violet, love your plaits, you look gorgeous. Oh, that's so sweet. So here's the story behind the plaits, okay? I'm gonna show you something. I got this box, this rocker box thing here, and it's like one of those subscription type box. I got it as like a like birthday gift because it was my birthday in March. They send them monthly, la 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 la. Anyway, so it came, and they've got this thing inside, this, which is like a conditioning treatment. It's so nice. It smells like bananas. You know those foam bananas? You know the guys. Oh my God. Lucky it was only the lid. You know those foam banana sweets? It smells like that. Anywho, I got it out and started putting it in my hair because it says you can leave it in. It's like, it says on the tub, apply to like washed hair, leave it in. So I did that, and I woke up this morning looking like Annie, you know, from The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. So yeah, I woke up looking like Annie, like my hair was like hella curly. And so I got in the shower this morning and then tried washing it out, and it just won't come out. So I was like, I'm gonna have to braid my hair because it just looks really like super curly. Like, I'm not joking you, like my husband was even saying to me, he was like, oh, it's made your hair go really quite curly. I mean, my hair is naturally curly anyway, but I'm talking like full on, like I look like Lionel Richie back in the day. It's like really, really curly. So that's my story of the day, guys. I mean, let me know if anything's happened to you all today in isolation. I thought I'd be fancy putting on my hair treatment. I thought I'd give my hair a bit of nourishment, and alas, it just turned me into someone from, you know, the 1970s. Let me go through some of the comments. Jola, I haven't managed to get WD-40 yet, but I tried fabric again. Oh, okay, good. So the coffee stain's starting to lift. Where would you I don't really know where would. See, Tesco's normally sells WD-40, and you can get it in places like Halfords, but I don't know if they're open at the moment. I'm guessing they're closed. I don't know. But yay, that 50% of it's come up. Yasmin, I am really good, thank you. Katie Lee, deeply into the kitchen. Tomorrow's job is to strip the sofa and wash all the covers. Ooh, love that. might do that. I might copy you like Katie Lou and do my sofas as well tomorrow. Love a sofa clean. Greek Gleam, doing the kitchen and bedroom. Can't wait to get the bleach out. Love your channel. Oh, you're so sweet, and I love you too, Poppet. I hope you're okay. Mimi, I'm glad you've been liking the recent videos. Jake, we'll get onto the curvy in a minute. Now is not the time. I mean, of conditioning treatment over my carpet, so the curvy probably would have been quite useful here. I mean, does it have a function where you can just wash and go, or do you need to set that up? I'm sure you're going to tell us. I'll probably mop my ceiling today and clean my oven, praying for energy. So, oh no, why are you tired? Have you not been sleeping so great? I had a really bad night last night with sleeping. I didn't use my my alpha stim thing, and I just had a really bad panic attack last night, and it was just horrendous. So that was no fun. Becky, family haven't seen them in ages, so I want to make it extra special. That's so sweet. Oh, that's so nice. Robert's 25 on Monday. Oh, just gone. Many happy returns. This is brilliant news. And you've been listening to Dancing Queen. Have I, yeah? Dancing Queen, young and sweet, only 25. You can't get past us, Robert. You're 25, you're not 17, are you? But many happy returns. I hope you had a good day, even though, I mean, it's tough, I guess, having a birthday during isolation, but you got to hoover and dance. What's not to love? Yeah, the treatment issue, I mean, I can't. Lily, hi Lily. How are you? Amanda, I can't get cleaning for 4 kids at home. It's a disaster. I mean, when the kids are about, why do they make a mess everywhere you go? Like, I cleaned the whole of my kitchen this morning, and then the kids come down and they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna make a scone. I'm just gonna make, and they find the most, like, crumbly stuff going and they just crumble it everywhere, and you're like, I literally just done that though. Like, I just cleaned in there. Like, my eldest son, he's the worst for it. Like, he will make food and he's like really clumsy, and he made himself this gigantic bowl of pasta with like grated cheese on the top. The fork fell out, the pasta went all over the floor that I'd just Cinderella'd, and I was just like, just please, just get out of my kitchen. And then he wanted to grab the hoover and vacuum it up, like wet pasta and cheese into a vacuum. I mean, you don't do that, do you? You just don't. And my least favourite thing to clean, Hillary, is probably, oh, this is really tricky. What's my least favourite? I don't know if I have a least favourite. I don't really like doing skirting boards. I do them, but they annoy me because they always, my skirting boards often will get like scuffed, and then I'll notice it while I'm cleaning them, and then if you can't get the scuff mark out, I then have to go in the understairs cupboard. I need to pull out all the paints, and then I need to get all the paints out, and then I start repainting them, and it's just, it ends up being like a whole day's task rather than just like a quick wipe. I should probably fix that really and just stop like stressing, because as soon as I've painted it anyway, the kids will then come running through and then they're scuffed again, so it's just like wasted effort really. Sarah, have you been bothering to fake tan and stuff? Oh, okay, so the fake tan situation, I'm going to do a video on this, Sarah Hun. I have been fake tanning because I just feel awful when I don't. I literally, the other day, sat in my room looking at myself and I just thought, who are you? Like, who have you become? Honestly, I was like really, really ghostly white, you know, like really like, I almost looked like I was unwell and my hair just looked awful. I just looked like I'd, the Death Becomes Her, Goldie Hawn in Death Becomes Her, where she's like the cat lady and she's just sitting on the sofa with like a tub of ice cream and she's just giving up the will to live. That was like me. And then I was just like, I mean, you need to fix this. So I had like a pampering session and I got all exfoliated and I did a whole fake tan. I actually fake tanned twice. That's how drastic things are. I fake tanned twice. I did the first coat and then I went for double whammies. And it did make me feel better, and also it killed some time. Like, and I was saying over on my Instagram or Facebook, I can't remember, on one of them, it's the best time to fake tan at the moment, because if it goes wrong, who are we seeing? Let's be real about this. Like, we're all stuck in our houses, so you can just wait for the tan to fade away, and it will eventually. You won't have to walk around like Ross from Friends, and you know, you can just put it down to, oh, remember that time? How funny was that when we were all isolated and I covered myself in fake tan and it went horribly wrong. But I am going to do a tutorial. It's super duper easy. The main key thing when fake tanning is the exfoliating process before and the moisturising before you put the tan on. So any dry areas, they're the areas you want to really moisturise, because if you don't, then you just get those really dark patches and it just turns into a hot mess. So let's go through some of the messages. Let me just move this over. Okay. I didn't wash my... Oh my God, Sarah, this is so funny. I didn't wash my hair for 8 days. David. Hi, David. I'm greeting you. Jake, did you like the curvy? Yes, I did. I did have a look at it and it looked very fancy. It did look very fancy. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, could this be a new vacuum on the horizon? But not quite just yet. I've got enough now and I feel like I couldn't accommodate another vacuum. Maybe I'll give some of my other ones away. If I get it, I'll gift them out to you all, and then maybe the Kirby will enter through the front door. Who knows? Sarah, I've tinted my eyebrows today, fake tanned, and treatment in my hair. See, I love this. I think all of us just need, like, some TLC at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like things are so up in the air. It's just really nice to just take some time out to just look after yourself and feel, you know, good again, because we can't get anywhere. We can't go anywhere. We can't book into a, I mean, not that I've got to be honest, I don't actually ever really use like nail salons and stuff. I've just always done my own. But when you're not really going anywhere, you do feel a bit like, what's the point? But then I just feel like once you've done it, it's just quite a nice thing to do. So seeing as we're speaking about this, I'm going to show you the rest of the stuff that's in this beauty box. just because I've just thought it's a really good deal. It was like, they were, I think they're £10 for the box, but I used a code and it took it down to like £8. But this is like, it tells you on there, so what you get in the box, this was like £9 is the RRP of the conditioning treatment. Then I also got the this here, which is the Huda lip contour. So nice. That is actually £18.61 to buy on its own. And then I got this face mask. I've never heard of these actually, but they are by Okay. Ready? Okay. How funky is your chicken? This is a facial steam mask, and the RRP on that is £6. And then you get in there a mini size Smashbox primer. This, I'm telling you, if there's one thing you want in your makeup bag, it is this primer. Again, I'll do a tutorial. Oh, why am I dropping everything tonight? I'll do a tutorial, like a full makeup thing, using the primer. So good. So yeah, you get that. The actual big size one is like £30 of that. This is obviously just like a trial size. And then you get this serum, which is Youth Renewal Serum. The RRP on that is £12.50. And then they also put in this drink, which I don't know if I'm going to have it. I mean, it kind of looks like when I went to Vermont, we went into a health food store and they had this like tub of it was this colour, and all the locals were like, oh my god, it's amazing, it's bacteria. I mean, and my face was a picture. I was like, why are you guys drinking bacteria? And they were like, it's so good for you. I didn't try any, but they were really raving about it. This is gluten, dairy, lactose and nut free, no preservatives. Lemon, mint, cinnamon, salt and a drop of maple. I'm going to smell it and see what it smells like. It's not for me, but the rest of it I think is really good. For like £8, the amount of stuff you get inside the box, I think it's really good. So that is quite a nice little treat, I think, that you could get safely from the comfort of your home and just have like a little pamper evening. It's just quite nice. This, like I said, was the March box, so I don't know whether you can, it's quite a nice thing to get, I would, while we're all inside, and it's quite nice to try any product things without, you know, spending a small fortune, because who wants to do that in these current times, you know? Okay, I'm just heading back to the messages. Is bleach, Jola, is bleach safe on white painted walls? I was thinking I could sanitize them, but don't want to. So I do actually bleach down my walls in all of my speed cleans that you've seen me doing. I use the watered down bleach on a cloth, but you do need to be careful. Like, who said it here? Amanda. You do need to be careful on walls, because sometimes, depending on what the paint is, see, I know on my walls the paint can withstand the bleach water, but on some walls it possibly might not. So what I would do is find a like inconspicuous area where it's not going to matter so much if you take a tiny bit off and just give it a little rub. And if the paint starts coming off, then I would say avoid it. But generally, I mean, my walls are mattes. They're matte white, and I bleach them all the time, and I've not had any problems with them. Sometimes if I can't get any scuffs off, I will just paint over them. But generally I just go around with a wet bleach cloth and just bleach all the walls down while I'm doing like the doors and stuff. So I would say try it, like, you know, fill your boots, you know. Lily, Huda Beauty, I know, right? How good. And it's such a nice colour. This particular lip contour that they've sent in this one is a really, really nice colour as well. Wifey, I think it's called, the one that you get in the box. Okay. Amanda, do you remember that though? That is a song. I can't remember what, it's from a film. See, this is another thing I wanted to ask you guys. What films can we watch at the moment? But it's from, I think, it's like either Bring It On or Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like the movie. And they do like, they're the cheerleaders and they're like, how loose is your goose? Our goose is totally loose. So come on, all you hot fans. So why couldn't my parents have just had me? They're so selfish. Why couldn't they have just given birth to me in the USA and I could have joined the cheer squad and been like, I'd have been living the dream. Like, it would have been the best. They're so selfish. I think it is Buffy. But what I was going to say to you all was, what films are good films to watch, or what are good box sets? So I've already watched that tiger thing. Have any of you guys watched that lion thing on Netflix? I'll wait for you to reply. Oh my god. Have any of you watched it? If you haven't, then you've got to. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. Like, oh, I can't remember what the guy's called now. Oh, he's called like Outback Joe or... Someone let me know what his name is. Someone. Mimi. Joe Exotic. Yes. Him. Like... What's with all the tigers and the lions? I couldn't believe it. And then did you see when, like, that tiger was like, I'm sick of you now, Joe. I've had enough. And then he just, like, savaged his leg. And then Joe was like, someone put meat on my shoe. Jesus, take the wheel. He was like, someone put meat on my shoe and that's why it attacked me. And it's like, no, I really feel like these animals don't wish to be like stuck here in these cages while you're like letting people pet them and drag them around like they're some sort of Care Bear. I've never seen anything like it. I truly, the whole way through, was like, oh my god, what's Joe Exotic gonna do now? I mean, what's happened to him? Does he still like have the zoo, or has that new guy still got it now? Like, is he still in prison? Has he come out of prison? What's happened? I feel like I'm invested now to Joe Exotic and I need to know what is happening with his life. Like, so good. So good. So, Lion film from another YouTuber, they said it's crazy and I need to watch it. Joe, like, honestly, babe, I promise you, you will be like, what's happening? I've genuinely not seen, other than Making a Murderer, which I loved that. This tiger thing, I can't even remember what it's called now, but it's got that, it's on Netflix and it's got that Joe Exotic in it. It's just the best. The best. You could not write it. And then they were like, I mean, I'm literally, there's no point watching it, I'll just tell you what happened. And basically this lady, They thought she fed her husband to the tigers. But really, he's like run away and living somewhere else. That's kind of like the plot of it all. So go and watch it if you want to see how it all unfolds. It's so good. Jake, keeping up appearances. Oh, is that the bouquet residence? Lady of the house speaking? Yeah, I do like that. I've not watched it in ages though. I'm more of a 40 Towers type of girl, you know, with like Basil, Basil. And I also like Only Fools and Horses, love Only Fools and Horses, and what else do I like? Love The In-Betweeners. Friday night dinner, that. And that's it really. I don't really watch anything else. I'm quite amused by like, you know, just simple things for my simple brain. Tiger King, that's it, Mimi. Tiger King, it's so interesting, really is good. Amanda, good movies. Fun Mum Diner, Mr. Deeds. Seen Mr. Deeds, Bad Teacher, I love. Bad Mums, love. Wine Country, haven't watched that. Hustle, haven't watched that. Murder Mystery, don't think I've watched that. Okay, cool. These are really good things that I can get watching. Because I'm running out of things to watch. I've watched This Is 40 about 5 times since we've been in the house, and I need to find some new content. BoJack Horseman. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that. Is it on Netflix? Did the lady feed the lions with him? That's what the other tuber was saying. No, they were like... So Jola, the lady, was like a... She was kind of like a sanctuary where she was saving the lions and the tigers, because I guess it's different. I think it's different rules out in the States. Like I think they're allowed to have like lions and tigers and bears and stuff, I think, anyway. But what was happening was a lot of people were buying these animals, and then they were like super cute, and then obviously they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's like, where are we going to put this gigantic cat? So I think she was taking them in. I think anyway, that's what she was doing. But he was kind of saying that she was a hypocrite because he was charging people to see these animals and have photos with them, and she was running this sanctuary, but also was charging money for people to come and see these animals. But she was saying she was providing them with a safe home, and I mean, it was literally like listening to my kids argue until it got like super violent, and they were like, death threats were being thrown around, and then it was like, this is getting quite dark. Oh yeah, no, that's what they were saying. I've just explained the whole thing to you, and then you're like, no, I mean, like, did she feed her husband to the lions? That's what they're saying, that but there's no like evidence of that. It's just like a vicious like speculation at the moment. Apparently he just ran away and is living somewhere else now. Jake, the curvy vacuum again. Yeah, I am so amused by the curvy. It's so funny. Like, I love the effort you put in to actually like enjoying this vacuum. You're like, curvy's the best. Enough. That's so funny. Oh, Lily. sorry to hear that, Poppet. I would say that it's really difficult because I think that I would say the best thing to do would be to actually like speak to, if it's really, really impacting on your life, would be to speak to like a GP. But what I find really helpful is if you start doing things like less and less. So like, I'll give you an example. I was using bleach to wash my hands, and my psychiatrist was like, don't have one day where you wash them like one less time than what you normally would. So I started with that, and then it went down to like 2 less times, 3 less times, 4 less times. Do you see what I mean? So you're gradually kind of like do you know what I mean? Like zipping it away, if you like. So try doing that if you can. Like, so I mean, with sleeping in your bed, if you won't sleep in it, I wouldn't say go straight for trying to sleep in your bed, but I would say that maybe start by just sitting on your bed or even just touching it and seeing how you feel. And if you can't go any further than that, it's totally fine. But like, try something slowly and then ease your way in. Does that make sense? I'm obviously not a psychiatrist, so I'm not explaining it very well, but just try and do things like super, super slowly. And like I said, try by touching it. If that doesn't feel right, then fine, take the pressure off, try again the next day, and eventually you'll get to that point where you're like, oh, actually, the whole world hasn't ended. Because that's the thing with OCD. You think something terrible is going to happen, or oh no, this is really bad if I do this, and actually you learn to teach yourself that that's not correct. So yeah, try doing that, Poppet, okay? Well, I'm sending you lots of love. Jason, you utter dreamboat. Look at you. You are the super chat of tonight. So cute. Literally one of my favourite humans. You're always so kind to me, and you are, I mean, it's saying here, #1 fan. You're the best. So thank you for being the super chat of the evening. Like, I feel like we should do like some sort of banner or something to celebrate. Maybe I'll turn on a bit of Dolly Parton, like hopped out of bed and stumbled to the kitchen, found myself a cup of ambition. Is that getting boring yet, guys? Or, I mean, you can tell me. I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and for some people, I'm just a little bit too much. Like, and I can't help it. It's just the way I was built, okay? Let's go through some others. Jake is giving away his old Kirby. It's 2 years old. I might upgrade. Sure, we'll take it, Jake. We'll take it and we'll auction it off. How about that? Why don't we do a big auction of the Kirby vacuum? That will be fun. I mean, what's not to like about that? We can like auction it, and we can all get involved, and we can become like, we can wear those costumes, you know, that the people wear at auctions. Not the costumes, but get the like mallets. Oh, the Kirby. Has anyone swabbed? Okay, hang on. Charlotte Lily, any advice for not spiralling whilst in lockdown, as I'm spending just all day cleaning at this point? Okay, so Charlotte, my advice with this, it's really tough, isn't it? Because I found myself cleaning a lot more, but what I've actually done was, it was today actually, this is why I've done a live, I set myself a day where I'm like, I'm not doing a mass clean. So obviously like the small things that need doing, like the dishwasher does need emptying, or there might be washing up in the sink that does need washing up. Things like that do need doing, but so that you don't become like obsessive over the house needs to be clean, I need to get my house clean, I need to get my house clean. It's nice to like book off days almost where you can be like, I'm just being me today. I'm not going to stress out about, you know, if I haven't vacuumed my floor 3 times, or, you know, if the kitchen floor hasn't been mopped today, that's fine, I can do it tomorrow. Try and like schedule breaks in throughout the week. And as well, if you do that, it's always quite a nice thing to do, because once your house is clean, it's clean. Like, I mean, my kids do make mess, but not to the point where it's like I've got to do a big deep clean again. So you then end up running out of things to do. So it's quite nice to just be like, today I'm doing me, I'm not doing anything else. Have like a pampering day, go for a walk, obviously practicing social distancing as well, like don't get close to anyone, but go for a walk, go for a run, I don't know, like wander around the park. They're things that you could do instead of cleaning, and I just find that, me personally anyway, I found that really helpful, because I definitely was getting into this thing of being like, oh my god, I need to, I'm not busy, I've got to busy myself doing something, and we actually don't have to, like, you know, we're allowed to just be sometimes. So that would be my advice there. Jill, has anyone ever swabbed their hair? I'm so curious about that. I'm so glad you've asked me this, because hair, no, but mouths, yes. And the bacteria in your mouth is insane. I mean, it's off the scale insane. So quite a lot of us would swab our mouths, and the readings would be in the high thousands, like ridiculous amounts. And I'm going to tell you the science behind it. The reason that happens is these swabbers are designed to pick up organic matter. So although they can read bad bacteria, if it's like an organic matter, which saliva is, it will get a high reading. Now that doesn't mean that it's bad or your mouth dirty. Well, I guess it is. Like, your mouth is not dirty, but it's a known fact. Like, everyone's mouth contains bacteria, and yeah, so if you swab your mouth, the reading is off the scale, which is why you can't really, if you swabbed a toothbrush, the reading won't be accurate. Whatever that reading says, it doesn't matter how dirty that toothbrush is. You couldn't 100% scientifically say, yes, that toothbrush is that reading because it's got this amount of bacteria, because that toothbrush would have been in someone's mouth, which would have had their saliva on it, which could be organic matter, which will give a high reading. Pass me my science glasses now so I can pop them on. Oh, my science coat. That's the science behind it. But hair, no. I've never swabbed my hair. Would quite like to now though, Jill. I mean, not while I've got this conditioner on though, because I feel like it would not be a good day for anyone. So where are we?
I can't connect to your Wi-Fi
Jason.
network. You can find setup instructions in the help
Can you hear
section
that?
of
It's
your
Alexa.
app.
Alexa, stop. I'm so sorry. Have all of your Alexas gone off? I'm so sorry if I've just switched all your Alexas off. She keeps She keeps whining at me over there. I don't know what her problem is tonight. Okay, so we've done that one. I'd love to see you do a fashion video. I love your sense of style. Oh, Katie Lou, that's so sweet. Thank you. I am going to be doing more fashion and beauty vlogs while we're in isolation, just because it's something to do. I've actually just done a Nasty Gal haul online. I like to do these from time to time if they've got a sale on, because I like to see what I can get for the lowest price possible. Obviously with the 3 children, I'm very conscious of what I can and can't spend, so I'm more often than not on quite a tight budget, so I kind of have to piece together items that I've sometimes paid like, and there's no, I've got no shame in even saying it, some of my clothes I've paid like £2 or £3 for. I'm just being honest. I mean, this cardigan, it was like £10 in the sale, because I've got to work with what I've got to work with, and you've got to make it work, you know. Lily, I know, honey, I do feel for you, Poppet. Just try not to put so much pressure on yourself. You are doing grand job, and you'll get through this, and we will climb the mental health mountain together. I'll take your hand and pull you up if you slip. We all will, because everyone's so lovely on here. Like, this is what I love about the channel. Like, everyone's so nice and friendly and kind, and I just think there's not enough of that in the world at the moment. Like, everyone just seems to be, not everyone, but a lot of people just seem to be arseholes. Why? Alexa, play any Lennox. I'm so sorry, I honestly don't mean to do this. She's not gone off, I'm sorry. If your Alexas are going off, I'm so sorry. Maybe unplug them for the rest of this live. Jason, nonsense, best sense of humour, always laughing. You're so sweet. You're so sweet, Jason. I'm so happy to have you here. Robert, no, you're amazing, Hayley. Stay the way you are. I will stay the way I am, Robert, because I don't know how to be any different. This is the truth of it. I mean, what you see is what you get, and that's it. This is why sometimes I don't engage my brain before things come out, and then I'm like, oops. But it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Alexandra, you're funny, full of energy and rare sunshine. Oh, thank you, hun. Mimi, love your positivity and sense of humour. It's nice to be positive though, isn't it? Like, I do think there was a time when I wasn't very positive. I was all a bit doom and gloom and was a bit like, oh, you know, like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. I was like, oh, well, what are we gonna do now? I'm having a bad day. I'm just gonna try and drink some of this to see what it's like. It's really gross, guys. It tastes like no. It tastes a bit like, you know, bitter lemon, but without the fizz. It tastes like that. I don't like it. Like Eeyore, and now I'm just like, no. I'm probably a little bit of Piglet and a little bit of Pooh, like, mixed together, because I am a bit of a worrier. Like, I am that person that's like, if someone was to say, oh, we can go down the street, and I will be like, yeah, but did you know that halfway down the street there's a hole being dug up, and what if we fall down that hole, and what if the hole splits open and everyone falls into it, and what if when we fall into the hole we can't get back out, and what if it starts to rain and we'll then get swallowed up by the rain, and then what if the rain sends us down the street? I literally will overanalyze everything to death, and I need to stop doing that because it is not a healthy thing to do. But I'm trying to be a bit more like, oh, it's fine, we can do this, don't worry. So yeah, that's quite good. Jake, I've vacuumed my floor with my Curvy. Of course you have, Jake. Kerry, how much cleaning can someone do in one day, babes? My hands are sore from cleaning. Is this cousin Kerry? Is this cousin Kerry? If it is, hi Poppet, how are you? I miss your face. And how are the boys? Are the boys fine? Let me know. Jason, I have a question leaning more towards your makeup knowledge. Do you fancy fragrance, perfumes, body sprays? If so, what are some of your favourites? My favourite perfume is, I'll tell you my favourite, Jason. My favourite is Olympia by, I think it's Paco Rabanne. So good, smells incredible. But I did find like a dupe of it in Marks and Spencer's. They do like a really good dupe that I've started getting now instead of the Olympia. But Olympia is it's so good. Okay, Jake. Jake is off with his Kirby. Bye, Jake. Good night, God bless. Alexandra is Greek Gloom, your third amigo. Hey! Where did you get that sign behind you? It's so cute. And oh yeah! I was like, I haven't got a sign behind me. Oh my god, it's my house haunted. That is from a photo box. That side is from, and it just says, home, a gathering place for family to join together in laughter. The one place you will always be surrounded by those who love that. Oh, it makes me feel a bit emotional reading that. I don't read it that often, but yeah, I do really like that. And then we've got another one over that side that says family, and then it's like, gives you the whole meaning of family. I did want one from Lilo and Stitch where it's like Ahana. It means nobody gets left behind, but we got a different one instead. Let's go down. Kerry, yeah, it's me. Oh, hi. How is it in Wales? Like, what have you been doing? And good, I'm glad the boys are good. When's the eldest one? One of them's birthday soon, isn't it? I'm sure one of them's turning like 3 or what might be the things. But I do love you. Remember that. Mimi. Hayley, I've recently been blessed enough to be a homemaker and mummy. I'm so nervous that I might not be good at it. Oh, don't say that. You will. Honestly, I really do believe that these things are just like, no one parents the same. Like, everyone is so different in what they do. You know, you'll have some mums that are the type of mums that are like, right, we're gonna get up, we're gonna go for a, I don't know, walk to the duck pond, and we're gonna feed the ducks, and then we're gonna come home, and then we're gonna do painting, and then we're gonna do arts, and we're gonna do crafts, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. And then you have other mums that are a bit less hands-on and are just kind of like, okay, let's do this. They might only read a book in the evening. And I just think, whatever type of parent you are, I just think, you know, we're all trying to get through this game of life, right? And I just think we do, I can't bear it when people put pressure on you as like a parent or a, you know, a mum or a dad, and it's just like, oh, you should be doing this, or you should be doing that, or you should be doing the other. It's like, I just think you will totally find what works for you. I promise you this. You will find what works for you, and you will be an amazing mama, without a doubt. You will. You know, you'll find your feet, and you know, and you've got to remember as well, children are so different as well. Like, my children are all so different. All 3 of mine are so different personalities. Like, you know, I've got Sienna, who is quite happy being around people. We call her Tinkerbell, because we're like, she's like Tinkerbell. She has to be fast all the time. She's like da, 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 da. I don't know where she gets that from. But then my boys, not so much. They're quite, I mean, my eldest is probably a bit like that, but my middle son definitely, he's quite, what's the word? Like, not shy, but he's a bit more reserved. So he wouldn't necessarily do the things that I would do with the other two, you know, like Sienna quite likes doing goofy dancing and being really silly around the lounge, and like she's happy to do that with me, whereas if I tried to do that with him, he would be like, Mum, stop, and it would make him feel awkward, so I just wouldn't do that with him. But yeah, I think you will absolutely, honestly, hun, you will nail it. I will absolutely do you a homemaker video with some tips and tricks, but I just think find what works for you, and what feels right for you as well. Like there's no right, I don't think there's any right or wrong way in being a mama. I mean, I think you're all incredible. I'm just saying. On that note, my child's upstairs, like, it sounds like he's about to come through the roof. And I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing about it. That's just bothered. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. It sounds like the two guys in Step Brothers, where they're like, oh, let's play bunk bed. You know, no one screamed for me yet, so I'm just going to assume all is well and good, and they're just having a blast. Kerry, so he's turning 2 in October, and Ryan is turning 3. Oh my God, they're getting so big, babe. When are you next down in London? Like, I'm guessing when lockdown's over. Okay. Love and common sense are the best to get you through marriage and baby. Agreed, Jill. I feel like it's more survival. Just find it hard to get my head around everything. Oh, you're so welcome, Mimi. I'm so glad that all of you came on tonight. I am going to start wrapping this up now because we've nearly done an hour. How has that gone so quickly? Feels like we've been speaking for like only about 10 minutes. Jill, you should have been a counsellor. You're not saying that to me, are you, Jill? Stop. That's to someone else. Someone else has put a comment up here. Are you saying that to me, Jill? Let's just clarify this quickly. Jason, I'm no parent, but you seriously make everyone feel like we can be successful parents. You're wonderful, Hayley. Oh, Jason, that's so nice. I mean, I've had times where I've literally been like pulling my hair out with what to do with my children, but I just think you've got to just let kids be kids, haven't you? And, you know, I mean, before I leave, I'll give you one example of kids learning. So I'm quite not overbearing, but I'm really cautious of what my kids do online, because I just think there's some not nice people out there. You don't know who you're talking to sometimes, and I just think it's just a dangerous world sometimes. For, you know, when I was little, we used to play like kick the can and, you know, British Bulldog 1 2 3 on the greens, and like we didn't have phones, and you would know when you had to come in because your nan came out on the council estate and would go, Kerry, Hayley, Lauren, Vicky. And the names continue. I've got a lot of cousins, and we'd all go running off the green into the house. But nowadays it's not like that. So I'm like, really cautious about my kids. Anyway, Sienna plays this game, and she'd gone online and played this game. It's like a kid's game. She's allowed on it. But they do this thing where her dad just puts them, like, oh, I don't know what they're called. Like, it's like credits where you can buy different animals or whatever. And someone had come online and said they'll exchange or swap. I don't really know how it works, if I'm honest with you, but they wanted to swap animals with her that she just bought, and basically they'd scammed her and they took all of her things that she'd like saved up for. Like for Christmas she asked for these coins that you get for the game, and she was distraught, like really, really upset. But she learnt from that. She learned that not everyone is your friend online. Not everyone who says to you, oh, send me this and I'll give you this, are being truthful, you know. So that was, as sad as I felt for her, I do think sometimes, within reason obviously, I'm not talking about anything awful, but I think when your children firsthand see these things happen, they are learning. Do you know what I mean? Like, my little boy always says, the middle one this is, he says that it's okay to make mistakes because that's how you learn to not make them again. And I'm like, this is so true. I think, you know, everyone makes mistakes, and that is how you learn. Yeah, I know, Kerry, I miss Nanny too. Oh, sad. That was so much fun. Do you remember that, when we just used to all run riot and be like feral animals running around the estate? Oh my god, we got into so much trouble, didn't we? And do you remember we used to like ride off on the oh, I mean, the stories we could discuss. So funny. And we used to play Knock Down Ginger, and we'd go up to the flats and we'd be like, who's gonna knock on, did we used to do Sylvie's door? We used to like oh, those are the good old days. That's right, yeah. And I mean, but she learned, it's fine, she learned from it and we moved on. Jason, I have to go. Thank you, Hayley. Thank you, Jason, and thank you for being our top super chatter of the evening. Wow, I love you. Amanda, it's hard for wee ones though. They don't understand when someone is mean. Yeah, they don't. That's true. They really don't. They just... It's just, I think it's just the innocence, isn't it? When they're so little, they're just so innocent, and they're like, oh, it's fine, this person, you know, and it's that scares me, because I just think, I just don't like it. Hayley, your followers are the nicest. You guys are the best, Jill. Like, I always say this to everyone, I've got the best. See, before, I remember, here's me being like, I'm gonna wrap this up now, but I remember a little while ago, I felt so anxious coming on here doing lives, because I always felt a bit, like I said earlier when we were talking, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Like, I am fully aware of that. For some people, I'm just too much. I'm too much. What's the word? Like, I'm too excitable. I'm too much Hayley, is what I'm trying to say. And for some people, that's the thing, I am too much. So when I first did the lives, like a little while ago, I stopped doing them, because I was like, I just feel like nobody likes me. Like, I don't feel like people are warming to me. I don't think people get my personality. Like, I'm really worried that, like, I'm maybe upsetting people, or but now, where I've obviously like been doing the channel more and more, and I speak to you guys so regularly when I do the speed cleans and the different stuff on the channels, it's just like coming on here and speaking to my friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel, I don't feel that sick feeling in the pit of my stomach like I did last year. Like last year I was like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I can. Really felt anxious coming on here live, but now I'm just like, I was actually really excited to come on tonight because I was like, oh, I can't wait to speak to everyone, because it's just nice to speak to you all and see how you've all been doing, and you know, just talk about nonsense really. But I am, you, like, going back to your initial thing, everyone is so nice. Like, I am the luckiest person in the world in terms of you guys that have joined the Hayley's Help channel. Like, everyone is so friendly, so helpful, so kind. I don't think we've ever had any kind of trouble on here ever, touch wood. And I really like that. I like the fact that we can all come on here and just speak with one another, and no one feels like, oh, I can't say that because someone might, because say X, Y, and Z, because they wouldn't, because I would straight away be like, you're on a timeout, you're barred. I'd be like Peggy Mitchell, get out my pub. It's now 9:10, but I am going to be back again next week, Wednesday, with another live, and tomorrow I'm carrying on the speed cleans that I've been doing. I'm going to be doing either the lounge. Let me know, actually. I'll put a post up, I'll put a poll up over on our community page. On here on YouTube, I'll do a poll. Let me know what room you want me to do tomorrow. I can either do one of the kids' rooms, like a massive overhaul, the bathroom, massive overhaul, or the living room, massive overhaul. So let me know which one of those you would prefer me to do. I am going to head off and take my face off now and use my serum that I've got in here, this one. And I'm not going to use the hair conditioner because we all know what happened with that. But yeah, and I will be back again tomorrow, and then we'll be back on lives next week Wednesday, where I will catch up with you guys again. So look after each other, stay safe. Thank you all for speaking with me. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Mwah. Night, guys.